Morning again, guys. All right, so obviously some people disagree with me on this morning's video. Totally cool. Okay, just please make sure you get your facts straight. That's all I'm gonna say. Uh, all right. So questions come up all the time. Why the hell am I prepping? What's this all for? Is this a waste of time? People saying, gee, I'm not seeing any food shortages in my areas, whatever. I get it. Okay. It's totally different areas, different mindsets, different whatever. I just like to give you the facts. You guys can interpret them however you want. So, you want to know what's going on? How about when the Chinese government comes out today and says that households need to stockpile food and water? Okay, now last month, the energy companies were told to start stockpiling supplies for the winter at all costs. You remember that. Get coal, get natural gas, get whatever. Now the government is telling the people of China to stockpile food ahead of winter. Why? Now we all know that the weather patterns in China are drastically different. Okay, it's gotten cold there quick. I think was it David Devine over at Adapt 2030 showed somewhere in China already they got a 3-foot snowstorm. The crops have already frozen out. We know the stories on water, everything like that. But here's the thing I think about more. Okay, sure, even a communist government doesn't want its people to freeze, for the most part, unless of course we're talking Joseph Stalin, who didn't care. But what's going on now? Could this be because the government is going to keep the food, more and more of it, anything that's produced? Because we still don't know what's going on with Taiwan, guys. But when you have the governments, and I talked before about, was it maybe about 3 weeks ago or something like that, when there was a street conference or whatever it was in Bonn, Germany, about telling people how to prep, how to stay warm, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, how to put food away, how to cook without power. All right. Countries and governments are seeing this more and more. And mind you, guys, this is the beginning of November. We haven't even got into winter yet. Yeah, there's still leaves on the trees here. Okay. There's still color in them, but, we're getting close. But you guys, somebody emailed me this morning or made a comment on one of the videos that, they're still harvesting vegetables in Idaho. Okay. So we haven't hit the brunt of winter yet. But how does this affect you? Well, okay, if governments around the world are telling people to start stockpiling food, don't ever expect Joe to do it. I mean, Joe still thinks it's 90 degrees outside in the middle of summer, and he's, trying on bathing suits at the moment. I mean, because the guy is just completely clueless. All right. But so it's up to us to kind of pay attention and figure out what's going on. Bank of America today put this out. They see oil hitting $120 a barrel by next June. Guys, that's from where we are right now, that's nearly double. It's about an 80% increase. That's your gasoline, that's your heating oil, that's everything. Okay. The other thing I want you to look at, all right, and this is the prepping side of stuff and putting away what you can with winter coming. You've seen what was going on in Europe, all right? I was on North Shore's live stream last night, and Patty Bob was in there. And right now in Germany, where Patty Bob is, they're paying about $7 a gallon for gas. Double it. That's what's going to happen to oil prices, right? So let's say it's 80% more, right? So let's say they get up to $13 a gallon of gas. Start thinking what it would pay to fill your truck, your car, at $13 a gallon. $13 a gallon, it cost me $400 to fill my truck. Anybody got an extra $400 lying around? You got to drive back and forth to work, okay? This is the scarier part. Every summer, we always see stories in the cities, oh, there's a heat wave coming to New York, or, you know, the humidity index or the heat index in Boston is such and such, and we've got cooling centers and all this, right? You see those every time, and entice people to go into the malls to get cool to whatever. I want to give you this. In the United States and Canada, the numbers are pretty similar. Cold causes 45 times more death than heat does. Okay. Last year, 113,000 people died from cold. 2,500 died from heat. This is where the problem gets. Now, I'll give you another figure here. The cost of fuel and dying from cold. All right. We all know about blackouts. We all know about this. Let's go to facts out of Germany. Okay. In 2017, Germany had 172,000 localized blackouts. Okay. Power went out, whatever it was, you didn't have heat. 350,000, twice as many, had their electricity cut off because they couldn't pay their bills. So while we all prep for an EMP or something that is beyond our control in regards to staying warm, cooking, whatever it would be, the greater risk is that you can't afford the fuel to do it. Cut off your electricity, cut off your natural gas service, whatever it would be. This is where it gets scary, guys. If we go up to $120 barrel of oil, and remember, we've seen $100 barrel of oil before and the world panics. Okay, y'all remember the Great Recession, 2009, and I remember paying $4.50 a gallon of gas, and that was about enough to do this to me. Okay, triple that. Like I said, $400 worth of gas to fill my truck. Okay. For me, luckily, I don't have to drive to work. 99% of people do, all right? Think about, take your heating bill, your electricity bill, your heating oil bill, whatever, however you heat your home, and triple it. Sit down with a pencil and paper and figure out your budget. What is the information saying? People are foregoing on food to stay warm. That's, if you think about why you prep, guys, if that isn't the exact answer, I don't know. You've got food put away. If all of a sudden your bills triple, which is supposedly very likely, okay, I guarantee your paycheck ain't tripling. So you got to come up with that money somewhere. Your mortgage, your rent ain't going down. Your car payment ain't going down. Nothing else. So what do you have that you have a little bit of choice in how much you spend? Your food. This is why it's so important to have food put away, because when everything else goes up, your income does not, and you get a chance to still eat and still stay warm. This is the thing, guys. A lot more people die from cold than die from heat. Y'all know what's coming. Flu season. We'll leave it at that. Okay. In cold weather. Malls are closed. Can you imagine tens of thousands of people going to Walmart to warm up? Walmarts just ain't that big, guys. They're big, but they ain't that big. Okay. Figure this out. This is why you prep. If fuel prices go through the freaking roof, which B of A is saying that they're going to, and I can't disagree with them, all right? With what we're already seeing going on in Europe, what now is coming out in China, guys, read the writing on the wall. This is coming here. Get the food put away now. It's not, you can't store electricity to run your house. Yes, we have our generators and whatever, okay? But you're not going to store enough in generators to run your entire house all winter. you're not going to be able to store enough gasoline to, I mean, my truck takes 33 gallons of gas. Okay. If I was back when I was in Boston, I was using a tank of gas a week to get back and forth to work. 4 months worth of winter on the soft side. Okay. 13 weeks of winter. All right. Start multiplying $400 times 14 and you go, oh shit, what's that? $5,600. You can't store that much gas. So you're going to have to pay for it. Plan accordingly for it. And where you can do that is buying the food now. Please take me seriously on this one. I know a lot of you guys just want to argue points in the comments, and that's fine. But take me serious on this, okay? You're going to be paying more. Please don't be one of those people who back in January is thinking, oh my God, I wish I would have done that. Have a good Tuesday afternoon. We'll see y'all tonight live stream, 8 o'clock Eastern. Pinball out.